Hey everyone, how is it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to our Miley Cyrus discography journey. Today we are tackling her third studio album, which is called Can't Be Tamed. So this album was released on June 18th of 2010. So it celebrated actually this year, this past June, its 10th anniversary. It's 10. So I think before we get into some of the details real quick, I should start and say that I'm actually very excited to listen to this album. So I kind of jumped on the Miley Cyrus studio album train during Bangers. And the thing that I learned when I got into Bangers and I saw the Bangers tour, one of the songs that Miley did on the Bangers tour was Can't Be Tamed. And I remember when I saw the tour, because, you know, it was like with her and her giant dog, and she was like, and then there was like the video that came out later where she was crying because her pet dog passed away, and it was like of her dog. I remember when I saw the concert, I was like, this song is a bop. Why don't I know this song? And because of that, I went down the rabbit hole of finding out about this album. So I should state really plainly here, I don't know if I listened to this album in full or not before. Like I said, I really don't know, but I do know that I do know Can't Be Tamed, and I've heard and I've listened to her cover of Every Rose Has Its Thorn, but my memory's foggy on if I ever like tried to like listen to this album or not at all. Don't know why, like so either way, just, you know that, you get that picture now, but because of Bangers, like this album, here's what's weird, so let's get into the stats. So again, this is her third studio album, and this was released on June 18th of 2010, so this is like towards the end of the Hannah Montana days, and this album did chart on the Billboard 200 at number 3, so that's not bad at all. All her other albums, I think, were both number 1, but 3 is still pretty good. Top 5, top 10, you get it. And there were 2 singles. So the first single was Can't Be Tamed, which charted at number 8. And the second single was Who Owns My Heart, which was a German-only single, so it didn't chart in America. But that's it. So the thing with this album, and what I know, is that this was Miley's first early attempt to kind of break out of the child star image. As you can see on the cover of this album, it's so scandalous, you know, her with the leather jacket, her midriff exposed. Oh my goodness. But this was Miley's kind of first attempt to like kind of become more of an adult, I guess you could say, even though I would argue her first 2 albums weren't the kiddiest albums you could listen to, you know what I mean? And I feel like this album, it just kind of, people just didn't pay attention to it. I'll never forget, I used to have this friend in high school. I'm still kind of somewhat talk to her sometimes. Her name is Mariah. I'll never forget one time we were talking because she was really into the Bangers album too, and she was like, do you think anyone gave a shit about Can't Be Tamed? No one listened. Miley had to do what she did during the Bangers era. And I was like, you know what, she has a point, because I don't ever remember hearing Can't Be Tamed. And let me point this out, I love Can't Be Tamed. I never remember hearing the song. I never really remember hearing anything about this album until after Bangers came out. Which is Bangers is what Miley had to do, but we'll talk about Bangers, you know, next week when we get to that and listening to Bangers. I get to talk all about my experience with that album. But, so like I said, I'm not sure if I really ever listened to this album or not, but I do know for a fact I know Can't Be Tamed and her cover of Every Rose Has Its Thorn, but that's about all I know. And I just know that this was Miley's attempt to go, from what I heard, this is her most dance pop record. That's what I found online, so I'm always here for that. So I don't know really what to expect from this album, but I'm excited to listen to it. I hope you guys are along here for the ride, and I guess we might as well just get started with track number 1, which is called Liberty Walk. So here we go.
Don't live a lie. This is your life. Oh, don't live it like you won't get lost.
Okay.
Just
Okay. It's a liberty.
It's a liberty, liberty, liberty. It's a liberty walk. I'm trying to hold you back, trying to make you feel like you're less than that, giving it the more better.
This part right here, this almost rappiness part, like, reminds me of the Something is dance, I need someone to dance with me, baby, from Let's Dance. Okay, I like the callback.
We're gonna get
cold end. I like that. Okay, so that was Liberty Walk, and I gotta say, this was actually a rather, it was an interesting track. So I like this usage of a title, Liberty Walk. Basically, she's saying that she's done, I think the lyric was like, whoever's been holding you back and not letting you who you want to be, I'm done, I'm out, I'm going on my liberty walk because I'm liberated. Liberation, like, you know, Miss Christina Aguilera. So I thought that was a cool saying for, I've never heard that before. I'm doing my liberty walk, you know what I mean? This felt like something that I wouldn't be shocked that the drag queens or someone, or like even supermodels would use on a runway. I feel like that's very apparent in there. What I think was cool about the song, and also maybe a little bit of a detriment to the song, is that it didn't have a very clear chorus, bridge, second chorus, bridge, not bridge, I'm an idiot, verse, chorus, verse, second verse, second chorus, bridge, and then, you know, all that. It felt like the chorus transitioned very effortlessly from the verses, and that it almost felt like the song was on a continuous, like, you know what I mean? It was weird, like, how it was done. I think that the song, because this is definitely an intro. This is like the introduction to the album. I think at 4 minutes and 5 seconds, it felt like it was a tad, you know, but maybe, I don't know how else they could have gotten it to work, but it felt like a little long. Like, it was like, oh wow, this is, I felt like it was always stretching. I feel like that's the way to describe the song. It's a stretch. And I felt like it went on, not even a tad too long, but I mean, I don't know, it's only 4 minutes and 6 seconds, so it's not even like it's that long. But maybe I don't know, because I don't see how they could have edited it. So I don't know. I feel like this one maybe is a grower, not a shower, because it's not like an obvious, like, whoa, we're dancing type thing. But as an intro to the album, I thought it was very interesting. I thought the lyrics were rather intriguing, and it makes me more interested to see what the rest of this album entails. So I'm gonna put I just did it. You probably saw it on the camera, but I put a like next to it because I would listen to this again. Track number 2, Who Owns My Heart, the second and final single, the German only single. So let's see what the Germans got that we didn't. Oh wait, what's she saying? Oh, Rock Mafia. We know them, because they're on, you know, Can't Be Tamed.
Creation shows me what to do. I'm so crazy. The music tells me what to feel like, and I feel you.
Feels you.
Pumping through my veins, and my hands to you.
This is dark.
But all I see, here we go, and it hits me like a tidal wave. Are you feeling me?
Bum. Okay. Right here, right now, I can already tell you that this is an underappreciated gem. I really like this. This is one of those, like, weird clubby songs that is just, you can dance to it and, like, you can feel it. But the overwhelming feeling of this is not joy. There's, like, a really dark edge to this. And in a sense, I get why this was released maybe in Germany only, because, and this is like my only thought. So this song was reminding me, albeit, like I said, it's dark, and I would never consider this person dark, but there's a German group, and I used to think that the girl, like, that was her name, but it's not. It's a I don't know how to say their name. It's a Cascada or Cascada, or I'm not really sure. But, you know, obviously every time we touch, evacuate the dance floor, how do you do, bad boy. This reminded me of something that I would have heard from them, and I know that they're very popular in Germany. So this makes sense to me that this was released to the German audiences. They know a good dark dance track, or just a good dance track in general. What the lyric that really got me, where it was, who owns my heart? Is it love or is it art? Because your body has always got you moving, got me confused, and I can tell if it's the beat or the sparks. Like, that's so cool. I love that lyricism right there. Oh, wow. It's a shame that this didn't get released in the US, but I think it's a little too smart for American audiences. I truly do. That was really cool. I would love to hear Miley do that live. I would love to hear that in a club. If you got like the right speakers, oh my God, if they release this album on vinyl, like I'm already telling you, I'd buy the vinyl alone just to hear this. Okay, I actually thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm shocked I didn't know that one. That's a shame. It's a real shame, but that's a very smart dance, like clubby song. It like reminds me of like some of the dark, like it was like making me think of Cascada, but also kind of like, you know, Lindsay Lohan's Bossy, or even Kylie Minogue's On a Night Like This. You know, those kind of like underwhelming, dark theming like tones to it. I like that. Track number 3, we have a qualified bop. We have the iconic Can't Be Tamed. I know all the lyrics. Here we go.
For those who don't know me, I can get a bit crazy. Have to get my way up 24 hours a day, cause I'm not like that. There's a question about my intentions, I'll tell ya.
I love her right here.
I'm not here to sell ya or tell you to go to hell. I'm like a
that's so fun.
my pizza. I wanna fly, I wanna drive, I wanna go. I wanna be a part of something I don't know. And if you try to hold me back, I might explode. Baby, by now you should know. I can't be saved. I can't be saved. I can't be blamed. I can't be saved. I'm not a trick you play. I'm wired a different way. I'm not a mistake. I'm not a fake. It's set in my DNA. Don't change me.
I mean, come on. I'm amazed because this song is so good. It's so good. I've seen the music video for it where she's the bird in the cage. I mean, come on, that's pretty freaking cool. I mean, that music video looks really expensive if I remember correctly. I'm shocked that number 8 feels like a right position for this. I mean, obviously what I want it to be number 1, yeah, but the fact that I don't remember ever hearing this song on the radio, and granted back then I really wasn't like listening to the radio per se, but I don't remember a single thing I ever heard about Can't Be Tamed until after Bangers. I did not know that this existed, and I love this song. I mean, it's epic. I mean, it's very in your face. Granted, maybe the public was like, yeah, sure, Miles, you can't be tamed. And then a few years later, she showed us she quite couldn't be. But I love this song. I mean, it's a bop. When she did it on the tour, it was so good. I mean, it was I love this song. It's so much fun. It's a great workout song. I can't wait to pair this up like now with Who Owns My Heart and Can't Be Tamed and add these back into my workout playlists because I think that would be they're underappreciated, man. I'm obviously gonna put a like to it because I mean I already knew it. I already love it, but it's really good. It's a bop. Track number 4, we have a cover of Poison's Every Rose Has Its Thorn. I know this song. I know Miley's cover of it. Let's do it.
We both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn, yeah, it does.
Okay, I think Miley's cover of this song is really good. I mean, the song is already so good. It's hard to mess up a classic unless you really do something weird to it. They didn't really do that here. Her vocals are great. I mean, obviously, I could be like, people would be like, the original's better, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right. You get it. I don't think Miley was trying to be better than the original, and I feel like, you know, sometimes you got to take things with a grain of salt, because I'm like that too, where I was like, last year, you know, Sam Smith released the cover, what was it, of Donna Summer's I Feel Love, and everyone was like, this is amazing, and I'm like, yeah, go listen to the original. So I'm guilty of that too. I'm like, go listen to Donna Summer's version, not Sam Smith's. So I've been there too, but I feel like it's not like Miley made this a single or anything like that, but I think it's a great rendition of it. I think that she seems, you know, it's really interesting because, you know, as we all know where she's headed in this era, in the Plastic Hearts era, we're going for this very hard rock edge, and, you know, this is a classic rock song. So, I mean, little did we know she was laying the foundation over 10 years ago. So, We appreciate that. We love that. So I do like this cover. I think it's great. And her vocals, I think, are what stick out on this track. Track number 5, Two More Lonely People. I like that title.
When you say you love me,
I wasn't expecting that.
if it's something face, it doesn't matter anyhow.
This drive, I don't know if I have any rockabilly fans here, but this drive behind it reminds me of a very rockabilly type of thing, which is fitting for Miley because, you know, she knows it all, and, you know, with her dad, but that's interesting. I like that.
Take your things, leave people in the world tonight. Baby, you and I are just two lonely people who gave up the fight. Yeah, wrong or right. Well, you know my heart is aching. You don't have to break it if love don't change your mind.
I love that. Dum, 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 dum,
I
dum.
don't want to pick knees. In my head I break it down, and I'm absolutely sure.
Oh, we're getting orchestral stuff too. Oh my god.
We could dance to lonely people in the world tonight. Baby, you and I are just two lonely people who gave up the fight. Yeah, wrong or right.
Okay, guys, so far this is my standout track of the album so far. I love the fact that I read that going into it, this was Miley's most influenced dance pop record. But what I love is that you could easily dance to this, but what I loved is that there were so many different elements to the production that added to it. So first of all, we have the dance stuff. But what I think was getting me was the bum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum. I gotta play for you guys what this reminds me of, because I mentioned rockabilly, okay? So I wouldn't say that, like, I'm a huge rockabilly, like, you know, stan, although I do like it. Every time I hear it, I'm like, this is good, I should listen to it more. My favorite rockabilly song is this song called Maybe. It's, I think, by the Royal Crowns. You might have heard it in the motion picture Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, a Disney Channel classic. But I remember when I was younger, I was like, oh my god, I love this song. So listen to this right here. And then if you play that up against the, I gotta see if I can find it right away. But,
Take your things and go your own way.
I love that because it's so cool how it works so well when you insert that into there. And I love, again, the orchestral parts you heard, the strings. I love me some good strings. So I love that. Lyrically, I think this one's really cool because what we're getting is that, you know, when we talk about a breakup, we usually talk about a breakup from our perspective, what we feel, what we're going through. But what you're getting out of this song is that she cares in a sense about how the other guy feels too. She knows that he's going to be lonely tonight too, and that it's not going to be an easy night for either of them. And I'm like, you know what? That is deep, that is adult, and I appreciate that. I love everything about this track. I can't wait to listen to this one again. Hang on, I got to put a like on that. Okay, so I love this. I absolutely love this. I think that this showcases what I think everything Miley can do. She can do the country influence, the rock, the pop. I mean, what can she do? I mean, but this is so far my favorite, and I can't wait to listen to it again. Track number 6, Forgiveness and Love. So here we go.
Imagining you're far away. Think that our hearts are made of the acts of forgiveness and love. The only thing real when push comes to shove. It's in love, 'cause in the end, no, let's jump the sun. Let's fight forever. Where does the time go?
I can already tell you guys right here, right now, so no one crucifies me. I'm gonna need a little more time with this song. So let's get out what I didn't really like. For me, the song just was not all that pleasant to listen to. It's mostly about the production. Something about the way that this song just was done. I felt it was almost a little too busy. I really do wish that everything was kind of stripped back. You can definitely hear, I feel like this is the one that has the most evident country influence in it, and I would love it if they just went with a straight up country version of this. And I have a feeling that if she did do this live, I feel like that's really where she would have gone down. It felt like to me that this one, they were making it a little too rock rock influenced, which wasn't really working for me with the way it was structured. And I mean, that's fine, you know, it's fine. But, so I think that was really halting the song for me, as I was like, ooh, no, we gotta take this back in the studio and we gotta redo the entire production on it. So that's the reason why I'm not gonna give it a like, is because I feel it needs that. I feel like it could have used that little more, I want, again, acoustic. It needed to be acoustic, or, you know, just a little more country influenced. So now that we got that out of the way, let's just talk about what I think works. Miley is letting it rip with her vocals on this song. You really do, oh my God, she was really, I could tell she was into this one, but unfortunately the production was really just, it wasn't really working with her in all the way as it should. And it's a shame too, because also the lyrics on this song are actually really good. I like where she talks about our hearts are made of only forgiveness and love. Because I mean, in order to live on this earth, you have to learn to love, you know, and keep in mind, you don't need to learn to love other people, but before you can love other people, you need to learn to love yourself. And once you do that, oh my God, your life will be a breeze like mine. No, I'm just messing. I mean, I do love myself, but just do that, and I'm telling you, the world will open up. But and you also need to learn how to forgive. And people think that I firmly always believe in the term forgive, but never forget. So I don't know if she really went with that angle on it, but it's a shame, because I feel like there's a really good song on here. It's just that, well, you know what? Hang on, I'm just gonna pull up on the YouTube. I always do this. I love how I always pull up. I'm like, I bet this popped off live, and then I never watch it live. You know, one day, life's all about discovering new things every day, so I'll save it for another. Forgiveness and Love, Miley Cyrus, live. There we go. So did she do it live? Yes. Oh, she did it on the AMAs. Oh, so she was like, I really do like this song. So, you know, one day we might check that out. But that day is not today, because we got to keep this video going. But it's a shame, because I feel like I'm not going to put a like next to it, but I'm willing to give it a few more listens and see what I think. But I agree. I'm going to stand by this, and I think I'll stand by this to the day I die. It should have been more country, acoustic influenced. Okay guys, we are officially halfway through the album. We are now on track number 7, Permanent December, which just, no, I would not want a permanent December, so here we go.
I've been to London, been to Paris, Australia, and Rome. There's sexy boys in every city, but they're not what I want.
This sounds like TikTok by Kesha right now. And I don't know whether I'm like, oh no, or I'm here for it, so we'll keep it going.
Some got money, some got fame, some got cars and the clothes, but if it just ain't you, then I don't wanna know. 'Cause baby, now I realize that I was wrong when I said I didn't need you so.
What is she saying?
Missed you back, so now I'm coming home. So you better leave the light on. And I can't prevent that, and I get you back. This time I swear that I won't ever let you go. Won't let you go, no. Won't let you go, 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 go. Won't let you go, no. Go, 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 no, 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 no. I've been to New York, been to LA, and to Baton Rouge. Go, 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 no, 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 no. Won't let you go, 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 go. Won't let you go, no.
I wasn't expecting this. Okay. First of all, the lyrics, the lyric Permanent December, it's meant to be bad. Like, no one wants it to be a permanent December. I mean, I get it that it's like upcoming to the holidays, but winter, ew, no, not for me. And it's funny because I'm filming this in November. But oh my God. Whoa. Okay, so first of all, this song sounds like a cheap knockoff of TikTok. I mean, come on. I mean, the auto, you know, here's the thing, and we know it's stylistic auto-tune, and this is the first time that Miley has used like a very abrasive, like you know it's auto-tune, and obviously it's used for like a fun effect, which cool, whatever, but I just was like, whoa, was not expecting that here today. And there was another part, the chorus of this song reminds me of the song, and I think it's, Oh, by Miranda Cosgrove, like where the chorus is like, and it looks so hot, the boys forgot. Maybe that's not that one, but I think that's I'm not really sure. But it reminded me of that too, and it's just funny because those are all like 2010, because Miranda Cosgrove's album is 2010, and TikTok is 2010, I believe, or 11. No, I think it's 10. I think it's 10, I really do. Maybe it is 11. I don't know. Not the point, but close. Close. Either way, close. But this song did not feel like a Miley Cyrus song to me. I can't sit here and say that I didn't love it. Like, I mean, come on, this was stupid, but I was so here for it. I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's cool. I would put this on my workout playlist. I mean, come on. This was, I would like to hear this done live. I think it would be really fun. Would this be this song's a weirdo, but I like her. I get her. I feel her. It's just this did not feel like a Miley Cyrus song to me. I was like, they could have honestly probably handed this to anybody and they would have, I don't know. I feel like in a sense she's better than this material, but I'm also like, I freaking loved this. So I don't know. I really don't know, but I stan it a little. Like, I stan it, but I'm like, I'm kind of quiet about my standing. You know what I mean? I feel that. So we'll see how time treats this one to me. Track number 8, Stay.
Well, it's good to hear
Ooh, a ballad. This is giving me Hurt vibes by Christina Aguilera.
Time keeps slipping by. I need you, and I love you more than I did before. And if today I don't see your face, stay, I will stay.
She's gonna stay.
Well, I try to live without you, Lord, and I'm sorry it's this way, but I'm coming home, I'll be coming home.
Okay, so it's really weird that I said that this was giving me Christina Aguilera Hurt vibes, because I still stick by that statement. And this song reminded me in that song, not only in its structure, but also its lyricism, in the way that it wasn't really like we've broken up and I gotta move on, and, you know, she's kind of taking responsibility for the situation that happened, much like in Hurt, where she's like, I'm sorry for blaming you for everything. I would change it if I could. In this one, she's like, we went through some stuff, and if you asked me right now to stay, I would stay. And I was like, okay, I love that. Unfortunately, I do wish the production was a little better. I would say it's 90% there. I feel like maybe they could have made the sound a little more organic, a little more real. It felt like a very computerized sounds from what I was getting, which is a shame because this had a very theatrical sound in a sense to it too, and it's so close. It's so close, and I feel like, again, with a live band, I feel like this probably would have been a little more epic to me, because this sounded like it could have been for a film. I really do think that, and her vocals are really good. Her delivery is really good. So I really did like this song. Would I have liked maybe a little 90% there? So close. But if we got just a little bit of a better production, I would have been 100% in love with it. Track number 9, Scars. So here we go.
Pretend that I don't see you. I can pretend I don't want to hold you when you're around.
Okay.
If I could have just one night to be with you and make it right, and what we were and what we are is hidden in the stars. If I could.
You know, this was another really well done track. I like how it almost felt like it was endless in a sense. I was really feeling this one lyrically, where she's like, I can pretend I don't want to see you, I can pretend I don't want to hold you, touch you, squeeze you, all that stuff. Because what I really like about, and especially the term of the using, it's interesting that they use the term scars, like it's hidden in the scars. People think that, like, you know, when someone leaves your life and you get over it eventually, but, you know, it's never, even though, you know, you might not think of it every day, it's always going to be there. What happened to you, or something that was hurtful to you, is always going to be hurtful to you. It just depends on how much it affects you. You know what I mean? This song, I feel in my soul a little, because I mean, there's many people in my life that I would love to just go back and have one more day with. Just one more, because I mean, granted, I've never actually, you know, been in a relationship with a nice man yet. Well, I guess that one doesn't really count. But, so I think of friends and people that, you know, maybe things didn't end badly on, but I do think there are some days where I'm like, if I could just go back and have one more absolutely fun day with them, I totally would. And I would love that. It's a shame that, you know, you can't just do that, but I think that, you know, in the Scars, because this reminds me a lot of the song Tattoo from the album Breathe In, Breathe Out by Hilary Duff, one of my favorite Hilary Duff songs. And I mean, it's just like Scars and kind of like Tattoo. It's like, you're always going to be there in a sense as a part of me. You were part of what you've done to me. What we did together is a part of who I am today. And you may not necessarily think of that, but it's true. And oh, poor Miles. I like this one a lot. I really think it was very pretty. She was, again, giving her all on the vocals, and I appreciate that. Track number 10, Take Me Along. So let's see it. Oh, nice. Oh, that piano is lovely. That guy is playing those keys.
I do. Look me in the eyes and say it's true. I ask myself, is this love at all? When you okay, I don't understand why you leaving me.
Oh, lovely.
I don't understand how without you I can't breathe. The tears I say goodbye. So breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. I don't understand why you're leaving me. Why you're leaving me.
Oh, that's lovely.
How without you I can't breathe.
This was actually another really good track. I love that Miley is pleading in this song, and she's doing it really well through her vocals too. She's like, I don't understand what's going on here. Can someone please explain? What does it mean? That literally, this is the original What Does It Mean? And oh wow. Wow, this was very beautiful. She's like, please take me along. I don't understand why I can't come with you. And I love it. The only detriment to this song is that I don't know whether this is Miles's fault or the production's fault, but there were some parts where I found the lyrics a little hard to understand. Thank God for genius lyrics. I pulled it right up and I was like, okay, I'm following along. But that's the only detriment. I found the lyrics just a tad hard to understand. But I mean, once you listen to it a few more times, I think that doesn't become an issue anymore. And I did like it a lot. I really thought, I mean, what gave me, it wasn't even her vocals with this song, it was her delivery that really stood out for it. So, loves it. Track number 11. This one I'm really curious to see what it's about. It's called Robot. So, here we go. I have the lyrics up now, so. Oh, Miles. Okay, so Robot is basically kind of her FU to the Disney Channel. I mean, these lyrics right here, stop trying to live my life for me, I need to breathe, I'm not your robot. I love it where she said, I would scream, but I'm just this hollow shell, waiting here, begging, set me free, so, damn. Okay, and this is actually, I'm glad we got this, because I was getting a little concerned. I'm gonna save that right there, because I'm gonna save it for the end of the video when we get to the end of this album, but damn. Because I also wanted to see something real quick. So this album, as I said, came out on June 18th of 2010. Hannah Montana ended officially on January 16th of 2011. Now, granted, by that point, I had already stopped watching Hannah Montana, because that was like what? Because the last season was like the Hannah Montana Forever, and I was like, I don't fucks with that. I don't know what this whole thing is. But interesting. Whoa, this was really dark. This was very much this was like if you combined Who Owns My Heart and Can't Be Tamed. Like, this is spooky. My God, but I really liked it. I don't necessarily relate to this one, like, personally, because I've never been someone's robot. I mean, you know, not right now. No, I don't feel it right now. Maybe if I heard this song, like, when I was a freshman in college and people were, like, kiss asses to all the professors and, like, I love this play so much, and I was like, no. Maybe I would have really felt this one then. But, you know, now I'm like, I'm me, I'm my own person, so I'm cool. But I felt this one, and I feel like Miley felt this one too. So, damn, this is spooky, but I liked it. I think it was very, again, it was dark. I love a good dark track, so I appreciated it. Track number 12. This song is called My Heart Beats for Love, and what I'm already getting out of this title, because I was like, wait, why does that sound so familiar? So remember in Who Owns My Heart, she was like, who owns my heart? Is it love or is it art? So now this one is like My Heart Beats for Love, so I'm wondering if this is like the sequel to that. I don't know, but we'll see. Church! We're going to church!
In the battle, heard cries in the suffering. Walk through the darkness, let my heart beats for love. My heart beats for love. It's the sound that I hear tells me not to give. I'll wait here forever, standing here with my flag held high. I hear tells me not to give up. It breathes in my chest and it runs through my blood. My heart beats for love. My heart beats for love.
Aw. That's pretty. Aw. Alright, I gotta say, this was a great closer to the album. This song is really simple, and I would argue maybe not, like, you know, the most, like, impressive song I've ever heard, but I like it because I felt this one too, because, I mean, everybody's heart should beat for love. Not even necessarily, you know, the love of... Again, I've said this before, not necessarily for the love of, you know, a significant other, but the love of your friends, your family, yourself. And I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like that seems to be a reoccurring theme for Miley. She's very close with the people that she's, you know, close with. I think I don't know, I always get confused on how her and Billy Ray are doing. Like, sometimes they were like, I don't know. You know, I don't really follow, you know, too much of the gossip stuff and all that. I really should be more into that. But I feel like she's close with her friends, with her family, and I feel like this is very reminiscent in a sense of who she is. And I think even still today, I liked it. I think it closes the album really great. I feel like this would be a great concert closer too, like the encore. So, you know, I'm going to put a like next to it because I thought it was really sweet. Okay, guys, we did it. We finished Can't Be Tamed. I feel this is really nice. It's a 12-track album. No bonus tracks. There's like a few remixes of like Can't Be Tamed that were included on some editions, but other than that, this is all we got. So first of all, at only 12 tracks, this album is begging for a vinyl release because you could easily do 6 tracks on side A and 6 tracks on side B, and I feel like that's like the halfway point of the album because I feel like Forgiveness and Love is the end of side A and the beginning of side B is Permanent December. Because I've been trying to, sometimes if I can, think of albums as side A and side B, and this one fits. I really could see it happening. So Urban Outfitters, hi! We could use a vinyl of Can't Be Tamed, just saying. So I gotta say, out of this being my first listen for it, I thoroughly enjoyed this album, but I think that this is the first album where I see a few little problems in the not even necessarily the promotion, but also the production. So this is the first Miley Cyrus album where I had a little bit of issue with understanding her lyrics. I feel like the last two albums I could easily tell you what she was saying, what she was thinking. Her voice was very forefront in the mix. This one got a little messy. I felt like there were a lot of times where especially in like Permanent December, Robot, I think even, what was the other one? I think Take Me Along, was that the one I was having a little trouble, or was it Scar? I don't know, but even though I did like those, but you know, I was feeling, I feel like, oh, I was like, maybe we could have, you know, redone this a little bit, maybe, you know, made it more clear what she was saying. And this album did not live up to what I thought it was going to be. So with it being Can't Be Tamed, meaning, you know, like, she can't be tamed, I mean, we get that in a sense with Can't Be Tamed and Robot, and a little bit in Liberty Walk and Who Owns My Heart. But realistically, I mean, this album, thematically wise, minus those songs, is pretty much what we kind of got on Breakout. I'm not mad about that, because I like those songs, but I mean, there's nothing really all that edgy on here, you know what I mean? And I feel like now I understand, it puts Bangers in a bigger context even more, because I'll never forget listening to Bangers in 2013 and being like all the way in my backpack with the tree on my lap, all the boys, like they asked me how I keep a battery pack. I mean, that's scandalous. Saying I can't be tamed, I can't be blamed, that's not as, I'm not a robot on my own, but that's not really scandalous, you know? So you know, even the video, it's interesting now when we all put this in perspective. And I think I understand maybe why this album didn't strike a chord with this many people, because I felt like this is kind of just a precursor to her real, true, you know, coming out moment. And that's okay, you know, because I think when you look at it now, we all know where everything ended up and all that, and I wouldn't change, as Kylie Minogue said, I wouldn't change a thing. So I'm happy that I now know this album, that I can experience this album, because I feel like this album is begging, I feel it really works. There's a lot of good club bangers on here. And here's another thing that really happened again with a Miley Cyrus album. I think out of all the 2 albums I've listened to, and I think even the EP, there was only one song I didn't really like, and again, I didn't even really dislike it. I just really was hoping for something a little more, was Forgiveness and Love. So everything else I think is a really cool song. I think my standout track was Two More Lonely People. I really liked Who Owns My Heart. Robot was fun. I mean, they're all not bad. This is not a bad album by any stretch, but I definitely see why the public was kind of maybe like really come on. You know what I mean? So in a sense, I get that, looking at that in 2020 eyes. I wonder how this would have looked in my, how old would I have been in 2010? Oh God. So wait, so I would have been 14? Yes, I would have been, 13, 14, around that age. I probably would have thought this was scam. You know, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. Those who lived through this era, let me know. I'm curious. But I think so far I would rank this as my second, like going in just the 3 we've listened to, I would rank this as second, because I think I did enjoy this technically more than Meet Miley Cyrus. But I think that just the production of Breakout beats this one, because I think it sounds a little nicer. And not even say like the rock sounds or the darker sounds are great, I just think the production got a little messy, you know what I mean? So what do you guys think of Can't Be Tamed? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, Twitter at Sal Says Stuff. I will see you next weekend. I'm sure I'll have a few videos that pop up in between, but next week, if God willing, all goes well, it'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And again, if you're watching this like well after the fact, this doesn't matter, so you can probably go watch them already. But next Friday, Friday will be Bangers, Saturday will be Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets. I'm terrified to get to that one because I only know 3 songs, but we'll save that for another day. Then Sunday will be Younger Now, and then She Is Coming will either be Monday or sometime after that, but it'll obviously be before Plastic Hearts comes out, so thank you. And there was also, oh, I feel so bad, I should get this up here, because I just want to give a shout out and say thank you. Hang on, do I have my Twitter logged in on here, on my on my computer? So there were 2 very sweet, oh my God, I hope I can find it. How do I even do this? Profile. So 2 extremely sweet YouTube channels that shared my video on their channel, and I thought that was really sweet. So it was this one, hopefully you guys can go follow them, Ahmed at Plastic Hearted. He shared my video. And someone else, let me, oh my goodness, hang on, let me pull it up because I should have thought this through more. The other Twitter account that said it, their handle is at fucking Smilers9, but they also shared it, and I think that that is so sweet of them. Another guy even shared the thing too, and his name is Extra, or what is it, Extra Society. Oh, I think that's a porn channel. Oh well, he shared it, that's fine. But anyways, he was... It is what it is. But, so thank you all for sharing that on Twitter. That means the world to me. And I see you. So thank you. Thank you. Hopefully you'll all come along for this journey. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'll see you next weekend. I always end on a pun. So how am I going to end on this pun? Okay. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to have to go maybe a little basic today. But I can't be tamed. I can't be blamed. And if you didn't like this video, don't blame me. But that doesn't make any sense. That's the best I got right now. So thank you. Bye-bye.